We recently had a question come in to us, and that question dealt with, well, Mr. Boston, if my child has a cerebral palsy diagnosis years down the line, how can a medical malpractice case help my child going into the future? Or what are some ways in which a malpractice attorney will be able to help my family? Want to know the answer to the question or what I'm getting at here? Stay with me as I share with you this very important information. Hello, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm a childbirth injury and medical malpractice attorney practicing law here in the state of Maryland. And I would like to quickly talk with you today about the medical malpractice process when we are looking at a childbirth injury. Now, when these types of cases come in, your attorney is going to do a very thorough investigation as to the facts and the critical issues in the case. For example, your attorney is going to get the medical records, not only for you, mom, but for the baby too. Your attorney is going to look at the fetal heart strips, which play a very important role in cases like this. And not only is the attorney going to take a look at these things, but the attorney is going to get medical experts to also review this information to help get a good idea as to that question of the standard of care. And by standard of care, what I'm talking about is what would a reasonable and prudent doctor do under the same set of circumstances. See, Maryland law requires that to be able to go forward in these types of cases, you have to have that expert to give an opinion as to the standard of care and to be able to say whether the treating doctor's actions or inaction is what caused your child's injury. When we're talking about a cerebral palsy diagnosis and some of the challenges that a child is going to face into the future, when your lawyer is putting these cases together, they are going to use other types of experts. For example, a vocational expert, and that expert will come in and take a look at some of the things that the child is going to need into the future. So for example, if your child is going to need, let's say, a wheelchair, the expert is going to take these things into consideration, or speech therapy, or physical therapy, or all of these types of treatments and things like that that may be needed in the future. These types of experts will put a plan together, and they will include things like I just mentioned. And to even take it a step further, if your car needs to be retrofitted, or if there's modifications to the home, or schooling and things like that, all of these things will be taken into consideration when these experts are reviewing the case and putting together what we call a life care plan. So why have I taken the time today to talk with you about this important information? Because if you are watching this video, you have these same concerns more than likely. Maybe your child has a cerebral palsy diagnosis and some time has passed, and now you are wondering, how can a medical malpractice attorney help my child in the future if we were to go forward with a medical malpractice case? If you have questions like this and you would like to talk with me further about what's going on with your child, this is what I invite you to do. And remember, it costs you absolutely nothing to take this next action. And what is that action? To pick up the phone and give me a call. I can be reached at 301-850-4832, or if you prefer, you can send me an email to medicalinjury@bostonlawllc.com. I answer Maryland childbirth injury and medical malpractice questions just like yours all the time, and I'll be happy to take some time to listen to your story. All right, that's going to be it for today's quick educational video. Again, I'm Marcus Boston, and I'm one of the childbirth injury and medical malpractice attorneys here at Boston Law Group LLC, and we will see you next time. Take care and enjoy the rest of your day.